We're live.
Awesome. Yay, we're live. Hello, everybody. Happy Tuesday. I hope you're having a great day. And I am Kayleen McCabe, joined this week by my guest slash co-host greatness, Veda White. Veda, how are you doing today?
I'm great, Kayleen. How are you today?
I'm terrific. I'm so happy to be here chatting with you. I am not in my traditional kitchen, so it's a bit nice of a break. Like, ooh, something fancy.
Yeah.
Veda, I'm so excited for you to join us this week. And normally, while we get lunch started, I geek out about something just while we wait for fans to come on. And so this week, I thought I would geek out about something that I haven't done in a long time, and that is wear my fake tattoo.
Nice, like it.
I love it. Oh my gosh, it makes me laugh so much. And especially sometimes when you have to deal with a very humid day, it's nice to feel tougher with some of my fake tattoos.
Yeah.
So, Veda, you are joining me this week, and you are the Associate Director of Student Success for CEFGA, and you work specifically with the Construction Ready program. Now, our fans are quite used to CEFGA by now, but I think there's still a little bit of confusion on all the great things that CEFGA is up to. So would you mind telling me, what is Construction Ready?
Construction Ready is a 4-week training program for adults 18 years old and older. We are background friendly and we do drug tests in our program. So it's a 20-day program with placement component on the 19th day. So typically on a typical day in construction, it's training, lecture, and then testing, and then hands-on training throughout the 20 days of the program.
Holy cow, what an incredibly, it's a nice way to get people started in the industry. It doesn't take too long. And I love that we did bring up one of the links, but what is it like in a construction ready classroom?
Oh, wow. It's very intense. So the 20 days consists of, like I said, each student gets to earn up to 8 credentials. One of the credentials is NCCER, and normally it would take an individual 3 to 6 months to get the training that we offer in 20 days. We've got that master, Kayleen, so we're able to train folks and they're able to earn their credentials within actually 18 days, because on the 19th day is when we invite our friends in from the industry, employers, to come in to kind of speed date our students. And so what they do is they go around to each student, they interview them, the employers interview and rank the students, and the students rank the employers. So what we've been told over years from the students is like that 19th day is like Christmas Eve. They don't know if they're matched with anyone because we do not guarantee jobs. And side note to that is we have a 97% placement rate. But get this, Kayleen, since January 1st, 2019, up until the last class we just graduated a week or so ago, we've had 100% placement, even through this pandemic. Folks are getting jobs in our industry. So we are essential.
It's true, because we've always known we're essential workers, but to employ that many people and 100%, Veda, that's incredible. And I like almost the intimacy of the students are being interviewed by the employers, and so it is a beautiful match system. Oh my.
Yes.
So it's a 4-week program, and oh good, I'm happy that we have some content coming up. So it's a 4-week program, and what are some of the skills that they learn? And you did mention NCCER, which I'm thrilled about, because that's definitely one of our favorites. But what are some of the other skills that they learn, or certificates?
So they get the OSHA 10, which that's valuable to get onto a job site, right? And then they get the first aid CPR in case someone around them on the job site get hurt. They can provide them with some type of aid until the paramedics or someone with a little bit more skill set that can come in and help the injured person. Powder actuated tool that penetrates through concrete. Yep. Laser certification, forklift safety awareness, because there's so many different types of forklifts. We teach our students how to be safe around the forklift. Now, once they get on a job site, the students usually can get trained on the job site and how to operate a forklift. And then we have ATSSA certification. That's the flagger certification, traffic control, and that's valuable in and of itself. And then we have a competent person training in fall protection. We teach all of our students how to harness themselves in a correct and safe way.
Oh my gosh, Veda, I didn't realize that these are all the things the students got to learn because, I'm really impressed about the traffic and the flaggers because that's huge, but also the pneumatic tools because a powder action move nail gun is fun to use, but you do need the certificate to run it, especially on a commercial job site. Wow, I'm jealous. Hey, quick question. So you said anyone over 18, are there any other certain things you need to apply for this program?
Well, no, you just have to want to be able to be in our industry, have a career in our industry. So the calendar that you see on the screen now, that is what happens in all of our locations. By the way, we have several locations throughout the metropolitan Atlanta area. We just expanded. Thank you, Governor Kemp, for allowing us to expand throughout the state of Georgia. He gave us $3.2 million to provide training in Savannah, Augusta, the Gwinnett region, Macon, and Columbus. So we are expanding to all these different areas. Right now, we have a class in session in Augusta, and we have a class in session in Savannah. And we are so excited for those individuals who are in those classes because we know they're going to really enjoy their career in this industry. And it's men and women.
Yes, oh, that's good. Because honestly, are you breathing? Come join us. We need you that bad. But I really, because I get nervous if I don't have a schedule or I know what's going on. And I'm really excited that you're providing students a clear picture on what to prepare themselves for to kind of take some of the nerves out of learning a new industry. How many students are normally in a class?
So we have 21 seats per class. It's really easy to get into. It's no cost to our students. The only thing we want the students to pay is attention while they're in class because, 20 days go by really fast. That's all they have to pay in going through our program. We take care of everything else. Kayleen, we pretty much have this thing mastered. We've been doing it for 7 years. We've graduated over 1,100 folks in the metropolitan Atlanta area. And like I said, and 97% of those folks have received career positions in our industry and doing quite well.
Oh, that's fantastic. I'm sorry, I'm just kind of throwing questions at you, but I really enjoy hanging out. Did COVID affect any of the process or has it evolved at all?
Well, I think the shock of COVID when we shut down last year in March was the only challenge we had, but until we were able to figure it out and do what you and I are doing now with the meetings and doing the Zoom and doing the Facebook Live, it has not stopped us. We have had folks in all of our locations who are training to be in our industry to work. This is a picture here in the first Augusta class that's going on right now, and we have 13 students in that class and they're doing well. Everybody seems to be enjoying the class, enjoying the training, and looking forward to graduation.
I absolutely love it. And especially because you've been able to produce such high numbers of people who are employed throughout the challenge of COVID. It's very impressive and a testament that, of course, we're essential, like it is.
Yeah.
So I want to talk more about the specific numbers. I know you said this earlier, but this is just a statistic that I find fascinating and powerful, and also an example for other states, that you have graduated 1,000 Georgia residents, and 90% of those graduates have full-time jobs in the industry. What? That is a huge success rate. Can you tell me about how is that possible?
Well, our program is pretty much a holistic type program. When folks come into our training program, it is about training, but it's not all about training. We care about our students. We care about their well-being. We care about them coming into our program because, while we're in this pandemic and even before the pandemic, people were suffering and looking for careers, and there's a great career in our industry. There's a lot of work to be done. There's a shortage in our industry, and we are here to try to get folks trained to take their place in this industry to help us build our state and even beyond. It's
so good because really these skills are applicable all over the nation. I do want people trained in Georgia to stay in Georgia because it's great and you have so many open positions. But the reality is you might have some very talented folks who want to go adventure, and now they have the skills for free that they got. I just love that the only thing they should pay is pay attention.
That's it. That's it. That's all they need to do is just pay attention while we have them in our class, because 20 days go by really fast and we don't want them to miss any part of the training. The training is provided by HB Next. And CEFGA, we manage the training program. So we are in partnership with HB Next. They provide the training and we manage the day-to-day activities of the training.
Fantastic. Really to have that kind of opportunity. Now, can you tell me, let's talk about what website would our viewers go to right now to explore the opportunity to apply for this?
Great question. Constructionready.org. You go to constructionready.org, click on Career Seeker, complete the form, submit it. It comes to me and my team will take it from there. We will make sure that all individuals, sign up. You click on the sign up and then fill in the fields. And then once you complete filling in all the fields, you submit. And that record comes straight to me, and we invite you out to an information session to tell you all about our training. Once you attend the information session, we talk about all of the funding sources, which is WorkSource Georgia is one of the funding source. SnapWorks is another funding source, and of course, GEAR funds that's provided by our great governor of the state of Georgia. To help expand in these other areas.
Governor Kemp has been a cheerleader all over the place for Georgia as far as supporting this. I'm so impressed because that really is, he has kind of been a big advocate to make this expansion possible. Was he the only contributing factor to the expansion for Construction Ready?
I think our employers contribute to it, just by hiring from our program, talking to politicians about our training program, and when we have our students to go out and talk to different folks in the community, the word just gets out, and now it's just circling around, and our reputation is just like up here now, and we love it. We love the fact that we are in position to help guide individuals into their career. I always like to use The Wizard of Oz because I love that movie. And the yellow brick road is just a great positive thing to say to someone. I want to lead you to the wizard. If you really want to, if you really want to get into our industry, we're here to guide you straight to the wizard to get whatever it is that you're looking for. We have so many of our graduates who have their own business now. I mean, they're doing great things. So this program, Kayleen, is for anyone. If you're graduated from high school and you want to get into our industry, it's for you. If you are a returning citizen, it's for you. If you are a career changer, it is for you. So who is it for? Anyone that wants it. Anyone, male or female, it doesn't matter. We're here to help you get into this industry and do great things.
Do you need a high school diploma or a GED?
No, you don't need a high school diploma or a GED to get into our training program, but you may need it for the industry. So it just depends on how far you want to go. Some companies require that you have a GED or a high school diploma, and some don't. So the great thing about our staff is we have a great placement team that kind of they know the companies that will hire folks without a high school diploma or GED, and they know how to get folks connected to their dream job, and it works.
Well, it's such a nice kind of rethink around that. Some people are very, very smart in different areas, and maybe having that doesn't necessarily equate to how smart they are. And so the fact that you're giving them an opportunity to, I think, actually learn practical math on a job site, it makes it a whole lot easier to digest. But then also communication skills and the safety. It's Veda. I'm jealous. I'm so jealous. Can you repeat again all of the locations that Construction Ready is available at in Georgia?
Yes, so we have a training location in Cobb County. up at the Exchange. We have our main campus, which is at Westside Works, where we started on the west side of town. Then we have East Point at the Annex Building in East Point. That's our Aerotropolis location. And then we have a location where we move around in Gwinnett region to offer training to all those that's not just in Gwinnett County, but in the region of Gwinnett County. It works, Kayleen. We love it. And then we're also, like I said, we're in Savannah, we're in Augusta, we are in Milledgeville. We have an onboarding right now. So, hey, if you're in Milledgeville and you want to get into this training program, give me a call like right now or send me an email so I can get you over there. You can be in this first class that we're having out in Milledgeville.
Would you mind, so we can put it into the chat box, your email and phone number in case those hardcore entrepreneurs are right now with the phone?
So my email address is Veda, VEDA.white @CEFGA.org. And if you want to sign up for our program, if you know someone that this will be a good fit for, constructionready.org, get them signed up. And I promise you, this is a promise coming from me to you, that we would get anyone that wants to get into our industry, we would get them in here and get them going to work. So our motto is train, credential, and back to work.
So, okay, this is obviously a clear win-win. If you're a student in the industry, or even if you're a business partner looking to hire students, it's great. But what has been the reaction from the cities that the program is in?
They love it. If you go to like the mayor in Augusta, oh wow, he did such a great PSA for us for the Augusta residents. It's just amazing how we've gotten so many people. Andrew Young, Shannon James of Aerotropolis. We got all these great folks who are our cheerleaders for our training program. They love it. It works. Folks are coming through the program. They're in and out. They're out here working. They're getting their credentials, and they are back into the workforce in a strong way.
It's wonderful, and to have the support from kind of everybody now. You know, it's not just we're going into a city, but the mayor participated. You know what? That's a big deal. And the fact that they're excited about the program just really goes to show, one, the cities are smart because they're investing back into their own city. And it's
absolutely.
Yeah. But real quick, let's talk about the companies. What kind of benefits does a company, you know, I actually wish that my company was in Georgia so I could hire some of your students because I see them being well trained. But talk about what is it like to be a company involved in this process?
So we have a long list of employers that believe in our program, that come back and hire from our program every chance they get. So we're talking about, for instance, so how I got into the construction industry, I was the workforce development coordinator for the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And that's where I met CEFGA, Scott, Jamie, and the whole team. And we were tasked with training and putting to work 100 men and women from the west side of town. But guess what, Kayleen? We were able to put 170 folks to work through the Construction Ready program on the Mercedes-Benz Stadium project. So that was a big deal for us and for the west side of town. And this program has been growing ever since. We care about our students. We care about their families. We care about their well-being. So once they graduate from our program, they are a part of our family.
They really are, and it's amazing. Yeah. And the fact that you gave that many people the opportunity to now drive by that stadium and say, I worked on that forever. I mean, that is so big. All right, so obviously I want to crash the internet today with all people signing up for your class, but do you have a lot of employers participating? You know, employers at the hiring fairs?
Yes, so the employers come to the hiring fair. They and if they're unable to come to the hiring fair, we just make it work. We do the Zoom interview. It's just a great setup to get folks into our training program. There's a process to get them in. When they get into our training program, we train them according to the calendar that you saw earlier on the screen. Each day, something different happens in our training program. And on the 19th day is when the employers come and they show up in a big way and they interview our students. It's all about the students on the 19th day. And then on the 20th day, this is the best part of the whole program to me is graduation. So the students now get to invite their family and friends to graduations, and we have staff, we have community members, we have speakers to come in to talk to our students. But more importantly, Kayleen, this is where the students get to open their match envelope and tell us where they're going to work the following week. And it gets so emotional because students start to tell us their story of how they got there, and they share things with us that we didn't know, that, you know, they push through. They push through, and they are their own hero.
They really are. And what I love is sometimes these students don't always know the capacity of awesomeness that they're capable of until they're in a situation like this where they have structured opportunities to learn. But then, you know, really, I'm just so excited that the employers are participating on such a big level to really, you know, celebrate these students too, and then hire them and give them a chance. You know, obviously we do have a huge skills gap, and it's only increasing. But what is the average age of your student?
The average age now is 31 or 32, and we're working on driving that average age down. We started out 7 years ago, the average age was 39. So as you can tell, from 39 to 32, our goal is to drive it down even more by you know, inviting high school graduates into the training program, you know, letting them know, hey, you know, you have to be smart in our industry. It's just not for anyone. So if you are creative, if you like art, if you like working with your hands, if there's a particular trade that you're just interested in, come into our program and we will get you connected to your career goal and get you on your way. I mean, it's just awesome. I love to see. I had a kid to come to information session last Thursday, and I always go around the room and ask everyone to let us know how did they hear about us. And this young guy said, well, I just turned 18. I'm graduating next Wednesday from high school. And I was like, yes, yes. So he was like, yes, I'm so excited. You know, I want to get into this next class. You know, he just went on about it, and I was just so happy. And I asked him, bring some more of your friends back. Come on, you know, make this a family affair. Bring your auntie, your cousin, you know, anyone that wants a part of this industry, they're welcome to come to our training program.
Oh, Veda, this is just so amazing because, you know, I'm kind of shocked on the average age, but I'm not at all, because we have pushed a 4-year degree is the only way to become successful. And then we see a lot of people go out into the workforce, have a lot of debt, not a lot of options. And so the fact we're trying to encourage high school students to participate in this program, come on, Veda, we're getting them started 20 years earlier.
Yes, no debt.
Yeah, no debt. That is the biggest thing, because when you have no debt, you're free to move around. You know, if you have no debt and you don't like that first job, you can leave. You are entitled to have to get that paycheck to pay off the loans. It's so, Veda, I'm so excited for you. Oh my gosh.
Yes, we're excited too. And then we have all these projects coming up that wants us as the first source. So what that means is they want to utilize our training program for their contractors as a first source to hire from. So we're going to have classes like back to back to fill the need of these projects.
That is incredible. Oh my gosh. Because too, I want people to understand, it's not just a 20-week or 20-day training program. It is the opportunity to be hired by a company and then work on something. And I mean, you are getting the full experience of coming into the construction industry. With how much money do you have to spend again?
$0. It's free. It's free. And here's the cool thing, and this is what I like to share with my high schoolers. You know, you can come out of high school, go into a 4-week program, get a job, make great money, no debt. And some of your friends who are going to a 4-year college, and I'm not knocking college. I graduated from college. My son graduated from college. But then 4 years later, they're going to have debt, and you'll probably be making more money than what they'll be making. So there's a place in this industry for everybody. Construction is not a job title. It's an industry.
True. And I found too that you can make so much money in construction that when you want to go back to college or university and increase or get a degree, you might work for a company that might pay you for that. You might not even have to pay, or you could be making so many dollars an hour that you can afford to take on that investment into your education. And Oh.
Absolutely, absolutely. So for anyone that's out there listening, if you want to get into this training program, please go to constructionready.org, sign up, and my team will make sure you get on your way, get into one of our training programs, and get you connected to an industry career that will take you for as long as you want to work in this industry. And there's one other thing I would like to share with you, Kayleen. We have our first class in Savannah. We have a 77-year-old person in that training class. 77.
Oh.
So construction is for anybody. If you want it, here it is. Here it is right here. Don't pass this opportunity up to get this free training, to earn these credentials, and to get out there and make some really good money. I mean, this program is for anyone who wants it. We are in the metro area. If you live in Cherokee, Clayton, Cobb, DeKalb, Douglas, Fayette, Fulton, Henry, Gwinnett, or Rockdale counties. Those are metro counties. Those are the counties that participate in any of our 4 locations that you see on the map on the screen. And then outside of there, we have Macon, Augusta, Milledgeville, Columbus, and the Gwinnett region. We're everywhere. We are growing, we're moving, and we're doing things that, we know that this program is changing lives.
And on a massive scale, and it's so wonderful. The partnership with Governor Kemp and their support, what CEFGA is doing, it's just a win-win all the way around. And so, okay, first of all, side tangent, you are amazing. You're my favorite guest. You are so much fun to talk to. Veda, thanks for being my co-host today, and also my guest, because the information that we got to talk about today is so powerful. And so just because it is, would you mind saying one more time the website that folks should go to? And then also, when are the next classes starting?
Okay. My website is constructionready.org. Go to our website, click on sign up, and once you sign up and submit, we will make sure that we get your information and get you on your way. The next class, the metro area class, starts July 26th. So we are recruiting for that class right now. And I have to tell you, we have, I think, about 5 or 6 seats left in that class. So we need for folks to go ahead and sign up now for that class. And then we have another class starting in July in our Augusta area. So if you or someone live in Augusta, go ahead and sign up on that same website at constructionready.org, and we'll get you connected. And our next class in Savannah starts in August. So let's do this. Let's go ahead. I see entries coming in now. I'm serious. Folks are signing up now, Kayleen. So keep them coming, keep them coming. Like I said before, the only thing you have to pay for this training is attention. That's it.
One other question I forgot about. So if I'm a student in this program, what happens if I'm late a few times?
Oh, so So we have a point system. Each student starts out with 100 points. Because this program is boot camp style and moves really fast, we need for all of our students to be there every day, because this class learn together. So they move together from day 1 to day 20. So if you're late or if you are absent, you lose points. And if you lose points and fall below 70, you fire yourself from the program. But can you come back? Of course you can. We will give you another chance to come back to make it on coming through the program and earning those credentials and getting out there making some good money.
Excellent, because sometimes there are situations that come about, but I like how you said that you're firing yourself, because in the real world, if you don't show up on time or are absent, you will get fired. And so I love how Construction Ready is preparing our future employers properly. Veda, is there anything else you'd like to leave our fans with today?
I want to fill these classes. Just go to our website at constructionready.org. Listen, the construction industry is a very rewarding industry to work in. I mean, there's a place for any and everyone who wants a place in our industry. So sign up on our website and come talk to us, and we'll help you get started and figure out your way.
I love it. Veda, this has been a treat and a half. I cannot wait to do lunch with you in real person, real soon.
Yes.
And thank you again for joining us today, because this was fantastic. And for all of our fans tuning Kayleen, thank you again for joining us. Join us next week where we will have another interesting interview. And I don't know what it is because my computer just shut down. So I am better at power tools and technology some days. So Veda, thank you again. And I look forward to seeing you again in the very near future.
Thank you. And thank you for having me. This was really fun. I like doing these Facebook Lives with you. Our industry is very interesting and we just want to get more people in it.
Exactly. We're all friends. So come join us.
Yes. Yes.
Brilliant. All right. Well, have a great rest of your week, Veda, and I will talk to you later.
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.